Hi everyone, it's nice to be here. I'm able to share the project information with you in the first open call webinar. So post acceleration means, as it implies, we're looking for companies that have a high level of TRL, and the eligibility is based on companies involved in upstream or downstream space industry. So upstream space industry could be companies with a specific technology, like a special camera, for example, that could fly on board a nanosatellite, or maybe a thruster. So these are upstream components that need investment, heavy investment. So this is why post-acceleration is looking for to help companies find Series A funding, for example, and important public grants and subsidies. The downstream companies, as you know, this is companies dealing with applications, so space applications, solving real-world problems. And you can see some just simple graphics on the right there, showing how many companies are now working in the agriculture domain to use space data to make their problem easier to solve and to make their work more efficient. And many other domains as well, transport, maritime, survey. These are all domains that need space in order to function efficiently in the 21st century. So just to repeat there, that companies are coming out of a business accelerator, and we will then provide support for post-acceleration. As we said earlier, there's an interesting thing in this project is the aspect of continuity. So what does that mean? So we could have a space company that does a pre-acceleration this year, and then goes into an accelerator support program, which is not us. We must stress that we are outside, and we can provide guidance towards other incubators, other accelerators, if you like. The Sun project is like a meta accelerator on top, showing the way, leading the light. So the point is that the company could go through acceleration and then come back, and we'll talk to them, and we'll provide further mentoring to take them on through the business cycle. So in terms of technology readiness, we're looking for TRL 6 to TRL 9. So these are companies that have a demonstrated prototype, for example, that could also be quite heavily developed, qualified, and even operational. So these could be component systems flying in orbit. Okay, so maybe the company has done a nanosatellite, and they've got a piece of high technology on board, and they've proven the system is working. They have good quality images or IoT communications, whatever their technology, and they just want maybe 5–10 million euros to invest and scale up. So we can provide that kind of access to those kind of people for Series A funding. In terms of IRL, therefore, we're looking for mature IRL 9. That means that the company has sales and it has identified KPIs, so they know when they will go to break even, and they know when they will get return of investment, and they have these KPI defined and validated. So they're testing the business case permanently, and they're proving the business works. So these are functioning companies that have been through acceleration, that have got traction, and that are getting interest from across the world. Yeah? So in terms of what the Sun project offers, we're doing 5 companies this year, 5 companies in post-acceleration, 5 next year. And again, there can be a commonality with the previous programs. So we could have the same company going through different pre- and post-acceleration programs by us. Mentoring takes place over 6 months, 24 hours per company. So 6 months means it gives us time to see their company mature and to make them advance in their business. 24 hours of offline and online support. to the companies offline by the mentors. Many topics can be imagined. Venture capital is obviously one that people are looking for, but also just big sales deals, big deals and corporate days. So we can provide access to those kind of events organized by the European Innovation Council. They're very successful events, widely supported by industry. And other levels of support, so B2B partners, and for example, during the sessions, maybe the company is asking the mentor to try and find a B2B partner in Australia, for example, and then there'll be some offline work done by the mentor, and then coming back and giving some concrete help to the companies we're talking about. So next slide is just the structure. So there is an activity which is based on coaching, and then later on mentoring. So the subtle difference is that coaching is to do with recruiting the company. So finding the SMEs that want to post-accelerate and grow, and then checking their initial needs, working out what they want, what they require out of some, which leads to selection of the mentor. So there are mentors available that will be there to help out these companies over the 6 months period. Once again, there's one set of companies this year, one set next year. And don't forget to check our website, which is spacehubs.network. So network is the domain name. And you have all the information about the deadlines, which as you heard is pretty soon. So you need to go through a web form filling in information about your company. Yeah. And thank you for your attention. We're going to have a session later, so don't forget to send your chats and your questions so that we can provide that information. And so thank you.